Welcome back, fellers and fellettes, mini truckers, mini truckettes. You're looking at a guy's 1996 Mitsubishi Bravo. You see we've got it up on jack stands. We're going to get into a little bit about this van, what it's about, why it's on jack stands, and some options that it has. And I guess this is going to be like a part one of doing somewhat of an overhaul on it. So enjoy. We'll get into it, I guess. All right, guys, let's get back into this Bravo. So, a little backstory on these Bravos. You don't see very many of them, and the Bravo is a very high trim level K-van made by Mitsubishi, and they have a few different trim levels of the Bravo. This particular one is a GT. So this GT is a little special. It is top trim level, no poverty buttons, the best of the best interior trim level, engine trim level, four-wheel drive. You can get them in manual and automatics. This is the 5-speed manual. The best there is. This van right here, it's extremely rare to have all these options, the engine option, the roof option even. So it's got the super aero roof. It's all glass. All this is glass here and here, and it's got glass panels here. But this front part of this roof here, it pops up in the back, kind of like a traditional sunroof. This one right here, actually, this whole panel lifts up and goes back. You can actually stand out of the back seat of this thing. It's a pretty unique little unit, which you do see the aero roofs and some of them in the Exceeds. You'll mainly see them in the GTs. So the GT, this one is the U44V. It has a 4A30 4-cylinder, fuel injected, dual overhead cam, 20 valve, turbocharged engine. It's a mouthful, and it's paired with a 5-speed manual transmission, 4-wheel drive, of course. This one is all-time 4-wheel drive. I don't have the selectable high-low, which you can disable the front end from pulling, so you can do burnouts, which this thing will do. But anyway, a little backstory on the van. I've had it for a couple of years, coming up on 2 years, I'd say. It's been down for a year. It's been down twice for the same issue. First time, head gasket started leaking, started smoking, using a little coolant. It only had 80,000 kilometers, 83, 84, something like that. So I'd been setting up quite a bit, hadn't been driven a lot. When we got it here, started driving it, thought maybe the head gaskets didn't come around the way they should have, reseat it and everything. And so we pulled the engine and transmission as one piece. We actually just slid it out to the side here. Got the head off of it, cleaned the head, cleaned the block, get all the gasket material off of it, put a new head gasket on it, valve cover intake, all that good stuff. Slapped it back in. It ran great for about 2,000 kilometers. Started happening again. So the issue with that is I didn't have the head and the block planed to make a true flat surface. And cylinder 4, obviously it was off with a low spot or something. Who knows? So I'm going to, oh, I've already done it. We've already pulled the engine. I've got the engine and the head down at my machine shop. He's going to replane the head and the block, make sure everything's a flat, smooth surface, rehome the cylinder walls, get the cross hatches back into it, and we're going to put this thing back together. All new gaskets, all new seals. When we pulled it down, I was really nervous because I didn't buy any piston rings and I didn't buy any bottom end main bearings or anything like that, mainly because the main bearings are so expensive, and this thing has a ton of power and no bottom end noises or anything like that. So I gambled on that, and if I was a gambling man, I would have won, because the crank, the mains, the rod bearings, everything looks super nice in it. The rings look great, so we don't have to wait on any of that stuff to come in last minute. Parts for these are direct order from Japan. There's nobody in the US that stocks U44V 4A30 engine parts, not the GT. So, yeah, it went down a second time. I ordered the gaskets and just didn't have the time to pull it in here, let it set a week, because we've had our trucks in and out, getting them in, prepping them to sell, getting the customers' trucks in here, prepping those, going through those, servicing them. So it's been, kind of set on the back burner. And I decided to take it off the back burner, get this thing up and moving under its own power the way it should, do it right. So that's where we're at on this. I'll show you the engine parts here. I'll just show you the crank casing on how nice it looks. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. We cleaned it up. We put it in an ultrasonic cleaner, and these rod bearings, or the main bearings, they look absolutely great. They're nice and smooth, great thickness to them. So yeah, I mean, this thing looks new. So luckily we got very fortunate on that. Now my hands are covered in assembly lube. That's good. Let me get a rag. So we are hopefully going to have this thing back together this weekend. Stay tuned on different parts, because I'm going to have videos on, doing time lapses, putting the engine back together, putting it in here. So yeah, let's talk about the Roo. This is the Mitsubishi Bravo GT, aka the Roo. The Japanese named it the Roo because she's fast. This is the fastest 660 K vehicle you're going to come across as far as the van performance. There might be some little SUVs, maybe some cars that can compete with it. But as far as the vans and the trucks, this is going to smoke each and every one of them. Your Subaru supercharged, KV4s, KS4s, TT2s, they're not going to stand a chance to it. So I'll show you the turbocharger. It's a little guy. Just a wee little guy here. But for a 660cc engine, she puts out quite a pack, quite a punch on it. It's got this. I did do all new gasket set on this turbo as well while we had it out, cleaned it, everything. So the word Bravo, the Japanese with Mitsubishi decided to name it Bravo because of its elegance, its trim level. They're very, very proud of what they had done with the Bravo. It's the nicest of the nicest that you're going to get, especially with the GT version. And they're so rare to come by. Once I seen this one come in, I've seen a few pictures of it, seen the GT badges on it. I said, that's mine. I got to have it. I paid up for it. So other than all the maintenance and upkeep that I've done to it already, I've got a ton of money in this thing. For a 96 van, it's more than what a lot of people has in their vans. So I'm not real pressed to sell it. I will sell it. It is for sale. They're all for sale. Hopefully I can replace it if I do sell it, because this is my van of choice, and they are extremely, extremely hard to find. I've been looking on and off for the last year. So when I fix this one, if I do sell it, I can replace it with another one, and I just haven't had any luck. You can see the Bravo Exceeds and the different trim levels. You can't really find the GT, hardly. I've seen a couple pop up here and there, but they're automatics, and I don't want that 3-speed automatic. This 5-speed is that's it. That's the ticket to have with this. This engine paired up with a 5-speed, perfect. So it's fully loaded. You got the aero roof. You got all power windows. I'll take you for a look inside it here in a minute. But yeah, that's what we had going on with this thing. I know in a lot of videos, this thing's sitting on the street in the background, just chilling by itself, and I see it every day. And I love driving it. It handles like a rail. It's actually lowered 1.5 inches. So it rides rough, but it handles so good to be a van. You don't have any body roll. You get into a corner, you just press into that throttle, and she pulls herself around it. So it's great. It's got posi track rear end. It's probably just a limited slip, but you can dump the clutch on it, do a burnout with it. It'll burn both of them. So it's a beast. And like I said, there's not another K truck or K van that's factory stock that's going to keep up with this thing. Maybe slightly, but at the end, this thing's going to walk right on past you. Your Subarus, your Hondas. We had a Honda Vamos, naturally aspirated. Now, if you get a Vamos turbocharged 5-speed, it might hang with it. Hang right there with it, because we had a Vamos with a 5-speed, naturally aspirated. It was fast, but it wasn't the roof fast. So if you're looking for a special one, if you're a collector, you want something that hardly anybody has, take your time and wait for one to come up, because the Bravo GT is the ticket to have for your 90s K vans. I enjoy driving this thing over any of them, and in a lot of videos that I've made, the U62 is U62T Mitsubishi. The truck is my truck of choice, but the Mitsubishi Bravo GT with a 5-speed manual, that turbocharged engine, this is it. Even though I've had some minor issues with it, we worked through it or whatever. It's not a big deal. It just sucks taking time to do the work. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll we'll do a little walk around inside it just to give you guys a little view. This is, like I said, part 1, and I'm just kind of showing you guys what it's about, how nice of a little unit this is. So yeah, guys, this burgundy red two-tone with the gray, it's absolutely beautiful. I did the wheel and tire package on it. It had factory wheels and tires. With it being lowered, I'd say someone had a wheel and tire package on it in Japan, and they took them off and they sold it or whatever. But yeah, it's awesome. I'll give you a little peek of that. That is the valve cover, and the overhead cams are integrated into that valve cover. So it's pretty interesting. So the back seats are great. Missing the headrest, of course. Most fans are for whatever reason. These seats are absolutely beautiful. This thing had tinted windows on it, so it didn't have a lot of fade or oxidation in the plastics. There's that super aero roof. This actually slide back some more, and this will be all open. That's pretty sweet. This one was, you see that metal piece of metal right there? I guess a track is what it actually is. This one was spec'd out with curtains, with power moving curtains all the way around in the back. We ended up taking them out. It still had them, still had the factory curtains, but we took them out because they weren't working and they were kind of rough shape. But it still has the control for it. Power curtain, open and close. The seats are great. So this is originally the passenger seat. I swapped them around because it does have a little wear from getting in and out. This is the original driver's seat, obviously, and I'll swap them around, make them look good, kind of get this on the inside so it stops wearing it furthermore. If I keep the van in the future, I'll probably have these seats reupholstered, have them fixed. But for the most part, they are immaculate. It's got the upgraded steering wheel, power windows, power locks, actually. All 4, which you don't see a whole lot of rear doors with power windows. Full door panels. You don't see that on a U42. Wood grain. So you don't see, hardly ever do you see wood grain. And this is factory. This is not something that was added on to that bezel. It's also on the center bezel there as well. Like I said, there's everything optioned on this thing. There's no poverty buttons. So if there is a blank where a button should go, it's got it. So fog lights, rear defrost, wiper, locking tailgate, so your rear hatch is lock and unlock for it. Air conditioning. I put a double den in it. USB chargers. I put the tall shifter in it, which is very nice. I like having a tall shifter. Yeah, it's a beautiful. Oh, there's the rare cup holders, dash mount cup holders, which I'm glad it has cup holders, but I'm not a fan of it. It is what it is, because you put a can up there, it could splash around, and you got juice all over your dash, and nah, I'd rather not. Factory carpet, factory rugs. It's even in the back. Factory carpet. Very nice. I've added, I don't know if you saw them earlier, but I put 6.5-inch speaker pods on the back hatch. Tinted windows, of course. Had to replace this door handle. It's one thing I had to replace and have it painted. It's a very expensive paint. The handle's not cheap either, so that's good. Intermittent wipers. I mean, there's a good view right there. 9,000 RPM red line. 140K on the dash. she don't mess around, guys. This van will scoot. They don't care about hills. They don't care about a hill with the AC on. This thing is just absolutely a beast when it comes to a 660cc K-van factory. So it's got the rear wing. Oh, and the front bumper, which is something neat. It's got kind of like the ground effects upgraded front bumper, which integrate into the doors. Fog lights, turn signals down there, fancy headlights. It's sweet little ride. So yeah, this is my 1996 Bravo. I call it the Roo because that's what they call it over in Japan. I'll probably put me a decal on the back of it that says the Roo. It originally had decals here on the side. It said GT here. It has some 90s decal going down the side of it, showing its trim level. Probably going to redo something here. I've got the original one on the other side. Probably just do like a black strip with a GT here. I don't know, bloop it down there in the comments and let me know what you think about some GT badging. And does it look better just clean, no badges, or should I put something back there and kind of break it up a little bit? I don't know. Yeah, this is it, guys. This is the ticket to have. Hopefully, if everything goes good, this thing will be up and running next week. And come October, end of October, there's an event happening that we plan on going to. K-Trucks, Tail of the Dragon, something. I just saw it just the other day. It's on Facebook. Search K-Trucks, Tail of the Dragon. It'll bring up their Facebook group. It is their first annual K-Truck and Van Tail of the Dragon tour, ride, whatever. 11 miles. I think it has 300 and something curves within that 11 miles. Beautiful scenery. It's going to be end of October, so trees will be changing colors, and it'll be an awesome experience. So hopefully some of you guys are there. We can meet and talk about things, meet new people, and maybe get some new subscribers and new business drummed up from it. And I really hope that this is going to make a statement pulling in, because it's going to be maybe one of the only ones there. Who knows? I hope I see a different one there. That'd be cool. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you all being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, give us a like, bloop comment down there in the comments. Let me know what you think about the Bravo, what your truck of choice is, what your van of choice is. How do you use your van or truck? Just reach out to us and give us some feedback on what you think about the K-Vans and what options you like in them. And this is mine. This is my ticket right here. This is the one I enjoy the most. It just dawned on me too. This is the first one I've ever seen with tilt steering wheel. So it's even got tilt. It's pretty cool. Anyway, we will talk with you guys later. We will be following up here very soon with a part 2. Thank you for sticking around, hearing me talk about this thing. And we will catch you on the next one. Keep these wheels rolling, keep these mini trucks trucking, and we'll see you later.